Hello friends, welcome to Akulmach, and in our program today, which is known as This Day That Year, we will talk about some of the important incident which happened in the history, especially today. Today is September 8th, and therefore let's find out what are the important incident that was announced in our history on this day. Well, we all know that the Michelangelo was a well-known, painter and sculptor, and his frescoes and murals and statues can be seen everywhere in Vatican and across Italy and also across Europe. A few of them are scattered across Europe. Nevertheless, his work of art is very popular because he used to bring a lot of reality in his stone sculptures and paintings. He was also a great mathematician because to do all this, you have to have perfect knowledge of mathematics and geometry. So Michelangelo and all was a great man during the Renaissance, and today on September 8th in the year 1504 in Florence, he actually unveiled the very popular statue of David. And if you know the story, it's a biblical story where a small herdsman, a small boy, which is called David, he was able to kill a huge man called Goliath. And if you see these pictures, the Goliath is giant, almost like 12 to 15 feet high, and he was defeated by this small boy called David. So the statue, if you go in Florence and see this statue, it is actually a huge statue. So the message that Michelangelo is trying to give through this sculpture is that your personality has to be large. It doesn't matter if you're small, and if your personality is large, you will be able to defeat any sort of demon in your life, any sort of challenge that you may face in your life. Okay, so let's move on to the next incident. Well, this is related to the president, very popular president of United States, Abraham Lincoln. And as you know that the Abraham Lincoln had a lot of ideas about liberty and equality, and that is how he removed slavery from his country. And because he removed slavery, there was a civil war. So he led the civil war and united his country once again. Well, today on September 8th, he made a very important speech. In that speech, he made these comments which reverberates even today. He said, and I quote, "You may fool all the people sometime. You can even fool some of the people all the time, but you cannot fool all the people all the time." You know how deep is these lines are, and it actually gives us direction, which way our approach should be, how we should behave. And these golden words and words of wisdom were said on September 8th in the year 1858 by none other the President of United States, the very popular President Abraham Lincoln. Okay, so let's move to the next one. Again, we have another US president. Now this time it is not so positive. Now this president, his name was Woodrow Wilson. On September 8th in 1916, he signed the Revenue Act. And as part of this Revenue Act, he not only increased the income tax, he made it double, and he also imposed tax on inheritance. And because of for the first time in the world, he actually imposed tax on inheritance. All countries followed. Even in India, we have tax on inheritance on the ancestral property. So he is the one who actually announced it, and the world followed. And therefore, this is something which is worth mentioning. And this announcement or signing of this Revenue Act in the US happened on September 8th in the year 1916 by then President Woodrow Wilson. Okay, so let's move to the next one. If you are movie buff, And I'm sure you must be a fan of Alfred Hitchcock, thrillers, suspense thrillers, and quasi horror movies. But one of the most popular one was called Psycho. And who cannot? I mean, you must be remembering Norman Bates and its Bates Motel, where he used to, commit murders and bury them in a swamp nearby. And the storyline is so scary. This story has been used in different form in many movies, but this was the first one, a blockbuster hit, and really it actually shakes you up. I mean, if you watch this movie, this was black and white, it really shakes you up, and it had the perfect timing. The popular Alfred Hitchcock was the director, and he was very famous for bringing those timings and the light effect. Well, September 8th, 1960, this movie was released for the first time in the United States. So the Psycho fever started on September 8th, 1960. Let's move to the next one. Well, this is about India, the great cricketer. He is also known as the Wall. His name is Rahul Dravid. And in 2004, on September 8th, by the International Cricket Council, he was declared the Cricketer of the Year. And this is very important because on September 8th, he was the best cricketer in the year 2004. So this is important. And if you're a fan of Rahul Dravid, I think this is your day to wish him. So from our side, we like to wish Rahul Dravid for this feat. And now he is basically playing an important role in BCCI. So we wish you all the best, Rahul Dravid. This is just the beginning of your career. So all the best to you. So friends, these are some certain things which happened on September 8th, which some are good, some are not so good. But I thought I will talk about those things which happened today. So thanks for watching, friends, and I will catch you tomorrow again in the same program. Until then, please take care and have a nice day.